Well then, good evening. And hopes the connection holds. Right. Been a while, thanks to internet issues. But I'm basically just going through a bit of the Heretek content because Necrons be scary at the moment with the Triarchs jumping behind me. Teleporting behind me, quite literally. Still on the old ranged only playthrough, which is the reason why those Triarch Praetorians are that scary, because I can't just punch them, unfortunately. Right. Error, information flow interrupt. Classified, additional data retrieval failed. Absolute stomach, yoth. This is... right. This is troubling, Tech Inquisitor. If there are followers of an Arch Heretic on my ship, I would know more about them than their name. The crimes must have been grave indeed for information on them to be proscribed on Stygius 8 of all places. Formulating hypothesis. Information gathered prior to proscription order. Chance of existence over 0. And then perhaps the Castus Metallicans still has records of this obsolete data is collated in the Archivum Moribundus. I should see to its extraction in Persian. Naturally, I shall assist you, Magos. They have names and titles I would love to have. Just going around every day in Germany, being like, my name is Zetas. However you speak that. I am receiving reports of rebel activity in the vicinity of the Archivum, Magos. They are not mere rebels, Sub-Tribune. They are heretics. All the more reason to meet them with overwhelming force. We should throw every last one of them out the airlocks. Before we can defeat the enemy, we must know it. I am as eager as you to see this threat ended, but I will not attack while ignorant. Our objective remains the Archivum Moribundus. If the heretics wish to oppose us, we shall go through them. Probability calculation in progress. Calculation partially complete. Likely state repository equals archaeological server Primus. A useful starting point, Tech Inquisitor, but the data we seek could be anywhere, and if the heretics sabotage what we are looking for first, it will be no use searching at all. The Archivum Moribundus contains thousands of data repositories and millions of files. Seeking a particular piece of information is more an art than a science. Right, academic rivalry, the heretics are the real issue. If they are driven off, the Archivum Moribundus can be searched at leisure. Kill them all! Literature review, the data could be anywhere. Search several data repositories for any glimpse of episodes that make you. Or consider mining the archaeological server Primus for data on Absolus. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go with focused. The heretics are closing in. We may only have one chance to learn of our enemy. Concentrate on the Primus server. Loading approval. Approval expressed. Right, objective updated. The Archivum Moribundus is spread out over a wide area, and though there is a main entrance, several other ways in mean the heretics could attack from anywhere. Right, cover the 6, the heretics will probably attack the remaining entrance. Deploy the core to cover this way and mow down the heretics as they attack. Deploy scattered across the area to cover as much of the Archivum as possible, or deploy in a group near the main computer. Back to go with diffuse deployment. I have a lot of guns, and all of my people have a long range, so they should be able to cover each other even if far apart. They could approach from any angle. I will not make my cohort an easy target. Split them up and have them cover all the approaches. Bold, Magos, but risky. If they pick us off one by one, they might deny us the data we seek. And if they can eliminate several of us with one attack, we will be lost. Those are my orders, Sub-Tribune. pair of heretics is already in the archive, busy scouring the servers for information. They have opened up another server nearby, which could easily be searched by a servitor without alerting the heretics. Access the open server for as much data as possible before combat is joined. Backs are turned, they are unaware, kill them both. Observe the heretics. This is a rare opportunity to know the kind of enemy. No, just kill them. So I'm thinking, Marcus. He who strikes first most often strikes last. Power up weapons and mark your targets. Open fire. Right, the two heretics are caught in a burst of accurate fire even though only one died. And are dead before the charred bodies hit the ground. Okay. Where do we start? Last time I chose the everybody starts together. And started down there, and now I can deploy in 2 different zones. I'm gonna bring Mr. Flamethrower over here. And then you also over here. And you, with just enormous amounts of armor, will stay here. Advanced analytics, cognition up. Then reduce your costs. And shoot the servitor. Two more HP, that should be fine. Gather all from cognition. No, you will give yourself armor. You cannot give yourself armor. Okay, then get cognition. I thought maybe I could buff myself. But no, you're only allowed to buff other people. Right, and then you move up here. Does 50% critical plus 2 damage, so they can buff servitors. And he dealt 8 damage, holy shit. That could be an issue, if they are able to deal 8 damage. Means I should definitely focus on those guys. There are only 2 of those, though, if I see correctly. Like, this guy and this guy. So just focusing on them shouldn't be too much of an issue. Try not to destroy the computer. Is there another cognition source I can exploit? Not really. In which case, scan this man. This is the only cognition source apparently, so it would probably be good to get at. He has 1 armor of both and 20 health. Right. Then get back again. They appear to have 1 long-range weapon, and that looks like a pistol. Then you reduce your cognition cost. And then just like, can you kill this man? Probably not. Eight damage is a good attempt though. Right, so I have 3 cognition. Which isn't as much as I would like to have. But probably the most I get. So that's 4 damage, and then that thing's 8 damage. Oh, but it deals AoE. Okay. quickly get... I want this guy here. You should be able to just tank this hit from a servitor without any great issues. Yep. And then shoot him. Can you hide back here? Yes, you can. And then you will heal yourself. This man pushes damage, holy shit. The servitor does not though. Okay, slice. And then the tech priest himself should be able to just kill this man next turn, the servitor. Not really a man. Okay, you have taken a beating, so you will repair yourself. And then you also can gather all cognition points, so do that. Still a bit weird that there's only one cognition point source. Shoot, and then a hide back here. You cannot move far enough to hide. Oh well, cognition points probably worth not taking damage anymore. Right, and you can use your funky silver skull to damage enemies. However, that works without a bolter or something attached. Move up, shoot him for a lot of damage, and then leave again. And then you reveal also the servitor stats. One physical, so that should be easy killings. But he's not in range for the pistol. And burning does take him down quite a bit. Okay, now get me a Ranger Alpha on the field. Get 1 cognition. Get 3 additional cognition. Move out and shoot. How much health do you still have afterwards? 3. So that should be a kill with the old arc rifle. You have 12 with nothing. Unless I roll really unlucky. I rolled way overkill. He is in range, he will kill the ranger, okay. Right, you are a ranger. Go ahead and murder somebody. You will eat a hit from the servitor, but that should be fine. Yeah, move here. Like, that's 1 damage. I don't care. However, you should now be able to flamethrower the man. And maybe even shoot the other guy? Nope. Shoot the servitor then. Is there any Buddy, I haven't revealed yet. No, I don't think so. Right, you gain cognition. Head over here. Should be able to shoot the man. Nope. I should have maybe paused on the way. But the repair is more important. And yeah, I fucked up. I should have shot first. That was a crit. Or machine spirit. No wait, the machine spirit decreases armor, so it should have been a crit. Okay. I want you to move in. First of all, here. Shoot him. Then shoot him again. It's just a massive AoE. The unnecessarily massive AoE in this case. And then go hide behind here. I basically only want to make sure that this guy can't hit me. A buff. And do you hit somebody? No, you don't. Okay, now the ranger can move forward. On cognition, then you can move one away. Take one hit, I don't really care. Asservatism, meat shields, they're not here for damage. Gather up all the cognition. Don't need the flamethrower right now. Heal yourself. Then you reduce your costs, or do you just deal enough damage? No, you don't. Reduce your costs and blast them. Can you get in range to shoot this guy? Yes, but it will cost cognition and I would like to keep that. So instead, you will... Oh, he was actually not revealed yet. 11. No armors. Okay. Right, Ranger Alpha deployed back here. Slice. He sliced good. Unfortunately, he can't really move very far. Gather all the cognition. He has 2 physical and 1 energy armor, so... Shoot 1. And shoot 2. And hide again. I don't know what kind of gun they have, but it hurts a lot. You should be able to tank that servitor without any issue. Unless he crits, of course. You move towards that scan up here. Now, since they are Necrons, since this is basically my own ship, I don't think destroying those things actually does anything, because I don't expect it to reduce Necron awakening on my own ship. You block a hit. Pray for knowledge. Shoot the heretic. Okay, crit. Hide again. You will shoot and miss. I would like to have those guns. Like they look sick. Slice. Still find it weird that we basically throw radiation at each other and just in there's some guy with a sword. A glowing sword. A glowing and bristling sword. Is bristling the right way? Probably not. But still a sword. Probably not the best equipment you can have here. Deal damage. Technically it should be possible to win the game without ever using anything but the Silver Skull. Slice. Take down his armor. Then shoot him again. And hide again. Ranger should be able to take him out, and if not, then only the ranger dies, no one cares about them. Yep, took him out. Now the servitor is dead as well. And now I basically just scan all of the objectives. For a bit of blackstone. And while I'm at it, I'm just gonna make sure that everybody is at as high as health as possible. This is, I believe, the main objective, so I'll keep that for last. You are full, so you can just remove your turn. You can heal yourself. And grab a bit cognition to immediately move to the scan itself. I like that I do not have to worry about awakening here. Right. Then finally you can quit, and you will scan here. Kill all enemies. Already done. The servitors delve deep into the arcane information architecture of the Archiva Moribundus. Thousands of years of obscure and incomplete data are data mined. Finally, a series of files concerning Apsus Damigyoth are found and uploaded to the ship's command throne. This data is astonishing. Were I susceptible to emotional overload, I would be stunned. Apsilus Damigyoth was an Archimagos xenobiologist who specialized in researching the Necrons. Much of the intelligence we have used on this mission originated from Apsilus studies, and yet none of this information is recorded anywhere else. Hypothesis. The information prescription order was successful. Corollary. Mostly successful. There is no suggestion of what crime they committed to be branded an Arch Heretic. However, the fact their followers are present on a mission to investigate the Necron tomb world cannot be a coincidence. Apsilus followers seek something on Silver Tenebris equals percentage high. And it is our task to see they do not get it. That was a rather successful mission with the exception of the one ranger who died. Only Skitari though, so who cares. But I got a bit of Servitor, which I can technically use as a kind of tank, and a Solar Atomizer, which I will probably never use. Wait, that passes through walls? Passing through all units and walls. Okay, with the walls thing, maybe. But 5 is quite a lot. Okay, I had hoped for more Heretek missions, but I guess that's a no. Okay, remind myself, what did I want to use? Right, I wanted you to get to the Tech Auxilium. All of them have this. All of them have this from the Dominus for the more ranged. I want you to go down here to immediately refill my gauge whenever possible. And do I have anything I can equip on you other than what you already have? Like a better flamer maybe, but I don't have a better flamer. Oh, this reveals target statistics in a cone. Interesting. Don't think I need it though. Right, then next you are my Dominus. You get upgraded Dominus. Energy enhances cost -1 cognition point to use. I don't think I have those. A power field generator, a refractor field. Nope. I kind of want a better version of the Omnispecs. Or like a reusable Cogogultaris. Which I still hope exists. Okay, you have the Volkite Blaster for massive single target damage. This would actually be, like, it would cost so much. It would cost so much cognition just to use the thing. And I know exactly who will get that thing. The Xenorite Pattern Volkite Blaster deals AoE 6 to 8 and increases in damage on machine spirit instead of reducing cost. This only passes through all units. Okay. I don't think I have anything for you. I don't have any Gaia enhancers. Still weird that I didn't find any kind of Mechadendrite. Ignoring those that already hang on them. Right, you were the Tech Auxilium. And like this doesn't help, but the refractor field would be really good. Also, you have everything but legs. What do the legs here do? 2 meters of movement. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, this thing buffs you automatically all the time anyway, okay. Right. So I want him to get this, because just the energy and physical armor would be really good, especially at the beginning of a match or of a combat. Especially if he goes first, which I kinda hope he does. I don't even know what exactly influences it. Okay, next deployment. Actually kinda interested in the better flamer. The Skitari Ranger I do not care for. Do you have anything good? You have the Omnispecs, which would also be kinda good. But they're a Lich Guard. That makes me not want to do it. A heavy arc rifle could be okay. Refractor field generator, that's already like the level 2 version. And the scanner I don't need. What do you offer? There are the Praetorians. A destroyer, immortal, and flayed ones. That should be torsion cannon. Single target range attack. Upon hitting target turns into a circle area attack that passes through units and walls. That could be good. Deals 5 to 7 energy damage. Wait. So does it not deal less damage in the AoE? Oh, and there is the Energy Enhancer, which which costs me absolutely nothing. I'm gonna go for this one. Also, there are no really all the dangerous enemies here with only the Flayer and the Destroyer and Immortals, like no Treyarch Praetorians. The Praetorians are probably the worst thing because they can literally just teleport behind me and I do not like it. Right. The Servitors would probably be better if I had a, I want to say Menarius, but this is a Menarius. The guy that can buff troops. Conditions in Tomb of Upjohn, just hypothesis. Fusion of biological and mechanical. Excitement fully contained equals false. I find little to celebrate in foulness of the Tomb of Upjohn, Tech Inquisitor. Read. Ah, come on. Flyer virus. Biological, mechanical, infectious agent. Fascination increases. There's a typo error. Formulating desire. Acquire virus samples. Projected benefit analysis. Increased combat effectiveness. Understanding of any weakness. Possible biological weaponry. If there is indeed something positive to be salvaged from the decay of this tomb, it shall be considered. Like biological weaponry, just go over it. Use it all the time. To be fair, we basically shoot simple radiation at enemies. Priority target equals infected sarcophagus from which Necron failed to wake. I take it you do not know if such a thing can even be found in the tomb. Chance of discovery. Calculation commences. Calculations complete. Significantly higher than negligible. An unexplored section of the tomb shows high levels of infection. It sounds like the best chance for this mission. I doubt it will be pleasant though. Do not ask the Omniscia for a pleasant existence, Subdomina. Ask him for the strength to overcome our tribulations. Right, let's see. We have two main goals, here and there. Can I get everywhere without backtracking? No. In that case, I shall just go for it. Sorry about that. Right, I'd kinda like the level 3 Alpha Ranger Alpha upgrade. Okay, we have Flayer, a few Flayer, and a Flayer. And a Destroyer in the front. Otherwise, basically only... No, there's Immortal. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Flayers. And that's probably gonna be more of them. Right, you here... You have the highest energy armor, so you will probably stand in front. He doesn't care about the front. I actually thought that's a wall. Okay, enhanced analysis. There are 2 I can gather up. Okay, get me the scoop. What are the stats? The Flayers, as always, will probably be really low statted. Use cognition cost. Pull out the flamethrower. He has 3 physical armor, so the flamethrower basically did nothing. Heal. Of course, the Immortal has a line on that. But that's an arc rifle, so it's not that difficult. Not arc rifle, but like a Tesla-based weaponry. Okay. Move forward. You only collect 1 point, so I'm gonna skip you there. hide behind the tomb. And then you will reveal these stats. 21, 3 physical armor. So the rangers will basically do nothing. You can hit back there, holy shit. Can I make it so you can hit there? Like, is that useful? I would hit like 4 people? But the destroyer would still be fully okay. And I only hit 3, so rather shoot the destroyer. I want the destroyer gone. Ah well. That was unfortunately a low roll. Okay. Kinda wanted to crit on the other hit. And the destroyer is allowed to go a second time. And again, shoot through walls. Okay, good. It's kind of weird what counts as cover and what doesn't. Okay, more Flayed Ones. Flayed Ones I don't really care all that much about, because if needed I can basically just make a ranger corridor. That hurts. And now I have an issue because you will do basically no damage to this guy. Oh well, 3 is okay. And now I kinda need to shoot one of the flayers so they don't attack the ranger. He attacked the ranger. Well, they don't really do all that much damage to him. Okay, you. Shoot a flare. Now all of the flares will completely and utterly focus only on him. Until someone else is attacked. So until someone else attacks him. Right, they will attack if it's the only target available. I forgot about that. Okay, you move forward. Kill the destroyer. That is important for now. You unfortunately cannot move along to heal. You have 3 armor. So I could actually... Because the flayers deal like 2 to 3 damage. Like, as you can see, the ranger has 2 health, 2 armor and takes 1 damage from the guys. So, if the guy with 3 armor gets hit, he should be able to just tank it without no issue. Okay, slice. And Machine Spirit Waste was a bit of an ish, was a bit of but whatever. And then you retreat. I do not want to pay for you. And no damage. Damage absorbed, wonderful. Still has a lot of them. I should have bought more area weaponry. It does have a story. Was it like an XCOM like game with plot? Wait, what exactly is the difference between story and plot in this case? I can tell you what it does have. It has flamethrowers. Which is always a plus. And I should take care of the immortal back there, right? Get rid of this guy. Get some cognition. In that case, it's more of a plot. The basic plot is basically Warhammer 40k. It's Warhammer 40k. You find a planet, there are Xenos on it, kill them. That's basically all of it. That's as plot as Warhammer 40k gets, I believe. Also, hello. And how did you find me? Damage. So they deal 1 to 3 damage. Oh, does it show in the meantime? That's good to know. Do not eat the opportunity attacks. You will just focus on this man. And then try to hide from the flayed ones. Get me some more stats here. But no, yeah, it's an XCOM like with a plot. The plot is, well, it's appropriately Warhammer. But there is a semblance of a story, especially in the DLC. But yeah, as mentioned, basically it's Warhammer. You get what you pay for. No damage. Also no damage. One thing I'm a bit annoyed at this game is that there is no option to speed up animations. Which is a heavy oversight. Especially if there are like 8 flayed ones hitting you. Now, arc rifle. Get rid of this guy. With a crit, nice. Otherwise, it has some good points. Some things I would want in XCOM maybe. It has for some reason it doesn't have a cover mechanic. Alright, you can have cover, but there's no half cover, there is no high cover, it's just either you're behind a wall or you aren't. And if they have line of sight, they can shoot at you. And unless you have specific abilities, all hits are 100% hit. Oh, that was an unfortunate crit. On the other hand, all of your attacks are also 100% hits. Unless the enemy has abilities for it. You and melee, reduce your costs. And then just like, throw a flamethrower back there. Yes, destruction is the destiny of the Xenos. Otherwise, it also has a way higher focus on melee. Because, you know, well, Warhammer. Okay, you again shoot this man. And do not bring the flayed ones against you. And you should probably also heal yourself. Now, you can't actually see all of the mechanics in my run currently because I have disabled some of them for achievements. You will hit our pal back there, but you deal 2 to 3 damage, so maybe it will hurt him. Oh, it didn't even reach to him. But took out some of the Xenos. Wonderful. Shoot this man. And you should also heal yourself. And another ranger there. Cost me only 3? Why only 3? Huh, weird. Right, you move here. Slice the corpse. Get sliced. Also get sliced. You can take out this guy. And I'm wasting so much. Oh no, wait, I'm actually getting cognition rate I just used for. You get another opportunity attack? Didn't he already use this? Basically, I just checked with the... because I want to make sure that... I want to stream a bit more now. And I want to make sure that I follow their guidelines as to how they're allowed to stream. And basically say, you're allowed to stream the game if you put this description in your description. So that's basically just a don't sue me description. Okay, slice him. Those tombs will probably spawn a few more immortals, so I'm gonna just put you on point here. And then we slice here. And put you on point. And then you will start moving towards the objective over there. Having enough cognition that I can just basically walk all the way. And now... are the tombs opening? They are not. Well, in that case... I can... oh, you cannot collect a cognition point back there. Take this down. Okay. And then you can just move away, eat the hit, and slap him. But yeah, otherwise, how have you been? We haven't talked for a while. For... a year? 2 years? When was the last D&D session? Right, one of the cohort shows worrying signs of infection. The trooper's augmentation are distended and malfunctioning, accompanied by sweating, spasms, and low-level hallucinations. This is one of the things that is very prevalent in this game. You basically have a dungeon crawl in addition to the XCOM style ground gameplay. And most of the time it's like you have 3 options. In this case, he's infected. What do we do? Treat the trooper with prayer, because of course it's prayer and not medics. Excise, harvest the trooper's infected augmentations for study. Cross-species infection is too fascinating to ignore. Or assist the trooper with Medicaid tools and knowledge. Basically, there are 2 ways you can go about. There's one with Scaveler, the Tech Acquisitor. Generally, but talk is a bit overstated in that case. There are 2 paths you can go in this game. One is with the Tech Acquisitor, just get as much technology as you can, and the other is just purge the place. In this case, I chose to go ranged only. So only ranged weapons and no canticles. Canticles are like 1-use spells per mission. And no melee. Also, I chose to go with Scaveler, which is why I'll excise it, so we can study it afterwards. Circumstance evaluation. Sapient choice, Magos. Aphorism retrieval. From sacrifice comes wisdom. The trooper gives up his infected augmentations to the cause of adding to humanity's collective knowledge. The infection is unabated and the damage done is considerable, but as infectious material may prove its worth on the inspection slab. Oh, slip disc. My mom had that once. Wasn't all too happy about it. Right, this is the dungeon crawl mechanic. Basically, you just go from room to room. You have either combat, a glyph, like here, or an event. The glyphs are basically always the same. You just have to remember which does which, and I completely forgot. Go with this. Initiative plus for the Necrons. Okay, that was bad. And then combat. What do we have? Flayed ones, a lot of flayed ones. Small arena here. Kill all enemies. Jeremiah goes here. Menarius goes here. And our tank Leonardus goes up here. And then we get a Alpha Ranger out, or 2 or 3. You go here. But no, it's definitely inspired by XCOM. That's always an issue with the pain pills. Don't know why you don't have pain anymore. I know that. I know that feeling. But yeah, if your legs are already leaving you, then that's probably an issue. Slice 1. And then go back again. Slice 2. And then go back again. And now you shoot. And then go back again. One thing this game doesn't have compared to XCOM, because XCOM is basically 2 parts. It's the ground combat, it's the base building. You don't really have the base building in this game. You level up your troops directly. Or not your troops, your tech priests. And otherwise you do not have really any base building mechanics. Okay, you will go ahead and slice. And then you will also... You cannot target him. Well, that's unfortunate. Shoot. Do I want to use... No, I don't want to use cognition for one of those guys. This should be easy enough without using up additional resources. Yeah, still playing Pathfinder, though we have switched to 2E. Which is basically D&D 5E only for Pathfinder. Heavy changes. A bit different in how actions work. Was that a crit? Yeah, that was a crit. Good. And actually still looking for groups for other games. Or pen and paper in general. Though also I've recently started with one of my Pathfinder pals. I started playing, and one of his friends is... No, Tui. One of his friends runs a Elite Dangerous pen and paper RPG group, which I have, for now, joined as well. Not quite sure about it yet. We only had one session for space battles. Ground battles we haven't done yet. Opportunity slice. Oh, okay. Yeah, he has an AoE weapon, so he would target the AoE. You have 7, so I'm gonna ignore you for now. How are your groups going? Shoot. Digital, all digital. Like, those guys live in, like, northern Germany or something. Should have seen that coming. One slice. Also, I tried analog, but there's literally no one in my area except for my sister and her friends, and they have stopped. For whatever reason. Oh right, Corona, that's the reason. COVID. That's why they stopped. Otherwise, this game has a bit more of resource management in combat to do than XCOM, because all of your weapons for all of your tech priests use the same resource. Get a Lady Stranger out. Place you here. No, get you here so he moves forward. One damage absorbed, 1 damage is okay. I would like to heal the 8 HP one. What do you mean bad? Like, doesn't try? Doesn't show up? Otherwise I don't think you can really do bad role-playing. Well, you can do bad role-playing if you metagame all day, but... that's then more like a issue with the player regarding the group. Bad is a harsh word. Personally. Well, yeah, in that case, that's an issue. Okay, heal, bit of Blackstone, and Awakening down. Then I can go over here. Yeah, personality-wise is maybe an issue. Try this one. Take 4 damage. That's unfortunate. Well, if you're looking for roofs, just let me know. Okay, next glyph. I believe this one is okay. Everybody here is for 2, that's okay. Like, my pal Toby and me, we are still looking for groups. Hypotheses follow. Prisoner. Infected individual under quarantine. A strange sight awaits the cohort in the chamber ahead. A Necron warrior, evidently inert, lying in a barred alcove. Extract them, open the cell to get a close look, examine from outside the cell, execute. Examine first. Generally on weekends, like Saturday, Sunday. Well, the Elite Dangerous group is weird because we have people who live in America playing with us, so the time is an issue. Here, the surface of the Necron's construct bloody is blistered and discolored, as if by great age or disease. It seems more and more like it was quarantined after becoming infected with a flare virus, a measure which must have failed given the state of Tomb of Joe. It does. Yeah, the EDRPG group is a bit weird because we have people in America who play with us, so we start at like 8, which is like noon for them. But with the Pathfinder group is all in Germany, so okay, a heal for 1. So we're playing Saturday, Sunday around noon to like late evening. Or early evening rather. Cohort must traverse a chamber waist deep in decaying biological gunk. It is on the most direct path ahead, and avoiding it would be prohibitively time consuming, but the viscous goo is a threat to body and morale. What do you mean the Pathfinder path? Brave, wade through, for discomfort is no hindrance to a scion of Mars. Try to create a solid crust on the gunk by searing it with flame. Construct a makeshift bridge from the debris in nearby chambers. Construct a bridge. Though the process takes time, the cohort is able to construct a walkway sturdy enough to support the weight. They take encouragement from the fact that ingenuity overcame this obstacle, a laudable act in the sight of the omniscient. Like, we play... Yes, we prefer Pathfinder because it's the system we know. Opportunity detected. Study the means of flare virus infection and an personnel. Researching disease vectors particularly gratifying. The chamber ahead contains several sarcophagi from which the inhabitants have already awoken. However, the machinery is severely deformed and discolored and oozes black fluids. The inhabitants were almost certainly infected with the flare virus. Circumvent, avoid the chamber entirely. It looks dangerous to risk entering. Gather samples or cleanse. We gather samples. The cohort takes samples of the glistening ooze and infected components. One of the sarcophagi bursts like a fluid-filled blister, showing one of the cohort with caustic ferropus. Though this one trooper is injured, the samples may grant an insight into the nature of the flare virus and its progress. We use Foundry currently. Though that is this specific GM, and I do not know what other GMs would use. Though the official Pathfinder mostly uses Foundry as far as I can see. Yep, Foundry. It's basically like Roll20 but a bit more advanced. Like you need to set up a server for it. You basically need to set up a server for it, but then you can load in modules specific, like Fantasy Grounds. You can basically load in modules to use with them. Okay, we have a lot of flyers, and we have a destroyer, which I would like to take up before it comes close to me. Okay, go with it. I could have, I could have deployed more rangers, or had all rangers. Yeah. Yeah, we're currently using Foundry with my Pathfinder group because there are various modules you can load in with it that basically have a full spell browser, everything you need. Okay, use a flamethrower. But yeah, we had Fantasy Grounds, so we didn't really need Foundry or Roll20 for that matter. But with this group, Foundry was just available. The GM had a server already set up for something else that he just co-opted for it. You cannot target him. Can you, if you move here? No, you cannot target him. Okay, take out the Immortal then. Well, but it updates automatically if I remember correctly. For Foundry you have to update manually everything. Okay. Right, you can shoot back there. So you shall do that. No damage on the destroyer though. Get me the stats back here. I'm gonna be honest though, Fantasy Grounds, I don't think if it were worth it. Because, compared to the other things, which are basically like, it's free, and I kind of want this cognition here, which is basically just free and has the same functionality, except for the updating thing. At least I'm pretty sure it's free. Don't even actually know. Right, so you fellas will probably just dodge all of the flayed ones and go directly for the destroyer back there. Or not ignore all the flayed ones, or ignore them. No, as mentioned, if you need a group, just give me a holler. Like, I'm looking for groups, Toby is looking for groups, and he prefers German anyway, which is why we can't really use the official server, the official Pathfinder server to look, because all of those are in English. We also looked into the official, what's it called? Here. The official D&D server, the German D&D server actually, because apparently they have enough players to make various groups. And didn't really find a group with that too. Though I still kind of want to try the Warhammer 40k, one of the Warhammer 40k RPGs. No damage. Okay. Destroyer will strike soon. Take out one of the flayers here. Oh, nice crit. Already take him into target. And hope he shoots at you. Nah, movement reduces, unfortunate. You mean we had like 4 or 5 sessions? Though to be fair, I basically derailed that one from the get-go. Although on the other hand, at least I didn't just team wipe. I didn't just like team wipe my party, like I did in our first Pathfinder session. Okay, repair. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that if you already have a server, you can just use your own. So the server buying is only if you need to buy a server. And we paid like, I believe, 120 bucks for Fantasy Grounds back then. Ah, it's a licensed host, okay. It's still cheaper than the Fantasy Grounds thing. Because for the Fantasy Grounds, for the same thing for Fantasy Grounds, we paid 120, so that's like double the price. More than double. Opportunity Slice. Take him down. Yeah, but back then the euro was a bit stronger than the dollar, if I remember, if I recall correctly. And then again, we got 4 of us to pay together, so it was like not really all that heavy on any of us. You move forward. Shoot the Slade one. Flamethrower not needed. You should be able to just tank them. Oh, you additional pay for upgrade. Don't know if I like that. Okay, need to shoot him before he stands up again. You move here. Shoot this guy. And then... You can stand on that? Huh. I thought that'd be a barrier. Can I shoot anybody back here? Yeah, this guy. But I'm gonna take out a flare instead. Okay. You shoot him. So you take the aggro again. And then just go and gather recognition here. Line of sight and stuff like that is, I believe, included in Foundry. Yeah, have fun. Don't damage. Take out the Immortal. So he chose a different target. That annoys me because I'm pretty sure that my ranger back there is now dead. Okay, get the last ranger out. Oh no, he switched target. Is your movement still impaired? I don't know. You take out this guy. I'm already again at Awakening 4, so this is probably again an Awakening 5 or 6 ending. Which is just way too long. You move back here. And then you will just take him into target for safety. Pray for knowledge. You at 9. You will move back here. And then just try to kill him. I don't think I need to use the flamethrower this turn. Okay, opportunity sliced out with that guy. Now you move here and slice. Crit for 6, wonderful. I should have taken him into target. Because he's, well, that's unfortunate. That was a mistake. One damage I can live with. Then get the Volkite Blaster out. And immediately execute. D1 damage to an enemy. Probably not necessary. And then move out. And you should probably also start moving. Okay, the destroyer will absolutely annihilate my ranger over there. Next turn, he's... Okay, Necrons reanimate faster, that's an issue. He's gonna just shoot him again and destroy him. As his name suggests. Right, you move up. Suspect activity detected. Oh, wonderful. Warrior and Immortal. The warrior shouldn't be an issue. Take him into target. Then slice. Okay, the Tesla weaponry is not as much of an issue. There are just so many flayed ones. Like, how many of them can one destroy? Okay, yeah, for you, I will use the flamethrower. Fortunately, nothing else in range, but whatever. Burn him. Reveal stats. 3 energy armor, so you are from now on useless, basically. And this is the one I believe I need to scan. Scan and destroy. No, all of 4 of them? Only one of them. You also move here and slice. And I don't even need to take in the target because I'm pretty sure the second he moves, he will get just cut to pieces. Okay, taken down. Then move on. You collect 1 cognition point, so you collect back here. And then you will move back here. Eat another hit that doesn't damage you, wonderful. Not quite take him out, unfortunate. Got the cognition, so they should reanimate basically instantly. He definitely will. Here. Another crit, direct after I healed. Wonderful. Yeah, opportunity 1, immediate death. And then he will just stand up again. I forgot about that. Since the destroyer gets 2 turns per turn. And 1 opportunity should not be enough. Well, fuck, I guess. Slice him up good this time. And this time he will not be able to move away. Same as this immortal will not be able to move away. And the warrior always attacks the next and attacks the closest target. So we're just gonna distract him. And then you make your way over to here. Is it last comment? So I actually would like to heal my rangers up there. But I guess that has to wait. Down and recognition. Just go scan. Suspect activity. Of course there are more flayers around. Not flayers, flayed ones. You are surrounded. Shouldn't matter though. He's now down, and that means, yeah, the immortal can now move again. Which could be an issue. Immediately grab the cognition, you move over here. Okay, the immortal cannot move, in fact. Welcome back. You missed basically nothing except an ambush or 2. Slice the warrior. Okay, he lost 1 physical armor, that means he does not have any energy armor. That's already good to know. You just go ahead, shoot this guy once. And then move on. Slice the immortal. He still lives, but will not soon. Opportunity 1. Opportunity 2. And he's down. You continue in your endeavors to destroy the console. Then can you move to hit this guy up there? Yes, you can. Currently, yeah. So like the first group, as mentioned, I basically wiped them out. Well, half of them. One of them died earlier, until I ripped their head off. And the other ones, they made an oopsie. After which I ripped the head off. The new group isn't all that murder hobo-y, maybe mainly because I decided to play a pacifist. Okay. But that's kind of the that's kind of like the status quo for most groups. It's just like go in it, slice things. I didn't really find a group yet that goes really heavy on the role playing part. And he immediately stands back up. I forgot about that. Slice. I should survive this shot though. Okay, he maybe, nope, he's dead. Go ahead and slice this warrior so he doesn't stand up again. Move ahead. Can you target anything? No. Grab cognition. This is the one that... you're just gonna go ahead over there and scan. You can't reach. Suspect activity detected. More flayed ones. Okay, when are you... This is the only one that is in front of Leonardus, so you can freely use your flamethrower. Only hit 2 though. Oh, a crit on the flamethrower. That must hurt. Distract. Can you use the Warcry Blaster? Yes, you can. Go ahead then. Take him out. You cannot get in range to shoot them. Otherwise, I don't know how familiar you are with the Pathfinder 2 system. Like, Pathfinder 1, you know, it's basically 3.5. Everybody knows it's basically 3.5. Pathfinder 2 is a bit different, because you technically cannot multiclass anymore. Which was a bit weird at the beginning. Okay, opportunity slice to kill. You moved for you're gonna go move for healing. And then you just take out this console. Why can you not shoot this console? Okay, then you don't. This is that one back there. I should have delayed. Oh, whatever. Yeah, so basically, in 3.5 and Pathfinder 1, you basically multi-class by just saying, I have a level in a class, and basically, in multi-classing in 3.5 and then Pathfinder 1 is basically just, you have a class, you pick a level in another class, you are now 2 classes. That doesn't exist anymore, you now pick archetypes. Archetypes are specific multi-class classes which technically aren't classes. You are still like a level 3 rogue, but you have an archetype in alchemist now, so you can take alchemist feats instead of rogue feats, but you are still a rogue. All of the class features of the rogue you still get. The only difference is that you can take feats from this archetype, which then specifically give you bonuses for the alchemist. Like, one every class has is you can now pick a archetype, a class feat for this class that you multi-classed in. But you don't get anything. You don't get everything. that the class is. So you don't say, I'm now a level 1 alchemist, you're still a level 1 rogue, you just get a few alchemist abilities. Slice? No slice. Dodge. Though some of the classes, because they don't really need to make... One of the things they specifically said is that they didn't like the multi-classing thing making things too overpowered. And then they added a variant rule that allows you to just pick 2 classes that you just level up immediately. Like there's a variant class that just allows you to multi-class. Every level you get 2 class levels for 2 different classes. Which makes the entire point a bit moot, but... We calc that out, and you could deal insane damage with that if you chose the right classes. Otherwise, the classes are very diverse, which I like. Oh well, very diverse. They differ quite a lot in the specific things they do, which I like because it's not like you are barbarian, you deal damage, and you are fighter, you deal damage. Okay, one more, which I want to destroy for a bit less awake. Oh well, I am at 5 awakening, and that will get less. So slice. Yeah, we're currently using a variant rule that's called free archetype, which basically just means you get every level, you get a free archetype feat. Or every 2 levels. Yeah, I know 5e. I read into it a bit, but I kinda prefer Pathfinder. I don't like the advantage system. So Pathfinder 2e also doesn't have the advantage system. It still just has you get plus 20 to your roll. There are specific things that give you an advantage roll with fortune effects, but those are specific to spells and class feats. Right. The cohort comes across a chamber full of unopened sarcophagi. The Necrons inside are irredeemably malformed and clearly infected. The cohort is able to take sufficient samples of infectious material to satisfy even scatheless cravings. Confirm. Omega level infection control present on Castor's Metallican. Consequence of infection aboard equals error too severe for contemplation. I would have rather you had apprised me of this risk before the mission commenced, Scaveler. Any risk, less than, in pursuit of knowledge, addendum, conclusion population. If the Necrons can be infected, they can be infected deliberately. Just make bioweapons. Okay. So this was probably the last mission I do today because I have to wake up early tomorrow to go to the Works Council's meeting. And just checking what missions I get. Skitari Vanguard Alpha to a heavy graph cannon. Hitting and turns at a circular area attack. Wait, didn't I just do that? Didn't I just get that? I just got the torsion cannon, which also deals 5 to 7 energy damage with machine spirit plus 3 and 3 augments required. How do you differ? Turns at a circle that passes through units and walls, 5 to 7 damage, 1 cooldown. Huh, is that just the same gun? That passes through units and walls, deals 5 to 7 damage to targets and area, plus 3 damage on machine spirit. The cognition gauge increase would be good. Do you have anything good? No. You do, oh, what do you have? Infiltrator level 2. Which would basically be my go-to later on. Okay. Now, this differs from XCOM. You have basically 6 different guys from which you can take missions. Those 2, Scaveler and Videx, are the most important ones because they basically give you those two paths basically. Then you have the Awakening. You only have a specific amount of time before you basically get yeeted off the planet by the Awakening Necrons, which is an issue. And this is where you upgrade. You have up to 6 Tech Priests that you can upgrade pretty much any way you want. Like, you can immediately multi-class with no issue. And the classes are okay differently. Like, there's a melee one. There's one that I really like that is basically just... There is this type of unit. Like, the tech priests are the important ones. If you lose all of them, you lose the game. Then you have the troops. Those are the ones back here. And there are some ranged ones. There are a few melee ones. Like, I believe there are 4 melee ones I currently have and 2 ranged ones. This one is ranged. This is the Ranger. This is the Vanguard. Yeah, this is the Vanguard. This is the Ranger. And then there are 2 more which I haven't discovered yet. Even though I played through the game once. And the Secutor, the second class, can basically order all of them to shoot at the same target. And that deals a lot of damage. Then you have a support class, you have a healer, you have the get cognition. Cognition is the resource you use for weapons. You have the Dominus, which is the ranged class, and then you have the Xenorite, which is weird. Because you take damage to shoot, and the less health you have, the higher your crit rate is, and then you can heal yourself and revive, and you regenerate every turn. And then the Blackstone you earn from missions is used to upgrade and to buy troops. Okay, I wanted you to upgrade to Bless. And these are all the slots you can equip for your guys, depending on how much augments you have. In my case, I do not find any mechadendrites or melee weapons because I disabled melee weapons. Which is because if you're in melee, you can only attack with melee weapons and flamethrowers for some reason. Which is really bad because there are enemies that can literally just teleport behind me. I kinda want to try this, but it costs so much. You're just gonna go ahead and leave this. Wait, you get the refractor later on, right? You can also upgrade more than once per level, because it's just linked to how much Blackstone you have. Okay, I fill your Cognition Gorge. I'm gonna take the Torsion Cannon next turn. So the units themselves don't really get experience. And then upgrade for the Dominus. Equip the Spider Legs. Wonderful. And I don't even know if that's saved right now. But then if you take a mission, I can show you that quick. Oh wait, that's the next Horatio Claw, 8 to 10. But they're Praetorians. Right, I wanted to infiltrate anyway. Basically, you launch the mission. It shows you what enemies you face and what rewards you get. And if you launch, you can take up to 6, basically, at the beginning. And then you can unlock additional slots for deployment. And then you just choose what you want to take. The troops themselves, you have to unlock them and they level up from level 1 to up to level 3. I'm currently mainly using the Alpha, the Ranger Alpha, because that's the only one I have at level 2. With the exception of the Servitor, and the Servitor isn't good. And with that, I will stop for today, because I have to go to bed. And therefore, I bid you a good night.